exciting round of boxing, and that's the right hook, a right hook that Taylor landed that was very effective.
Josh Taylor picked some really nice counter punches in that round, particularly the Postol.
A right hook that Taylor landed that was very exciting round
that was
of
his
boxing,
best punch of the fight.
The right hook, a right hook that Taylor landed that was very effective.
Josh Taylor picked some really nice counter punches in that round, particularly the left cross counter. Postol overreach with the right hand. Josh Taylor came back with that left cross counter right on the money. What a shot. What a chin, Viktor Postol.
A place Josh Taylor has...
Let me say this. First off, I had to watch the fight on YouTube because I was up early this morning. So I had to take a nap and watch the fight over. Unfortunately, we didn't get to, I didn't get to watch the post-fight interview because I want to see what's next for Josh Taylor. For example, can somebody post in the comments if there's confirmation that he'll be in the World Boxing Super Series tournament? Now, I did notice on the World Boxing Super Series page is that their Twitter page is that they are going to have an announcement within the next few days. Right now it's June the 23rd, 2018, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This fight's been over for about a good, this card has been over for about a good, maybe, 3 hours? About 3.5 hours or so. So, let's talk. Josh Kelly, 140-pound fighter, WBC silver champion now. 13-0 with 11 KOs. He's 27 years old to be correct, 5'10". He's considered to be tall for a 140-pound fighter. Let's go look at the resume because he's been on a bit of a fast track, and that may be because of his age. So very clear-cut win over Viktor Postol. The cards were outrageous. In fact, let me see if we can, if they put the cards on this video.
Still look inside.
Both answering each other back with huge shots.
And so it will go the distance here at the height.
But anyway, as you can see, his resume is very, very credible for his last 4 fights. I'm trying to see if they're going to read the cards. Nope.
In appreciation, both boxers in the ring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 12 hard-fought rounds of championship boxing, we go to our judges' score totals.
It's going to cut off. Wow.
Judge Victor Lachlan, 118, 110. Fernando Barbosa, 117, 110. Eddie Papo, 119, 108. All for the winner. Now the mandatory challenger for the WBC 140-pound crown. And still.
Okay. So let me put the WBC situation into perspective first. Let me do that first before we go on so you can understand what that means. So as you heard, he's the silver champion, but also the WBC 140-pound mandatory. Now we have 2 WBC champions. We have Jose Ramirez, who's the rightful champion, and then we have Prograis, who's the WBC interim champion, and then you have Josh Taylor, who just defeated Viktor Postol, who's the mandatory. So basically, these two right here have to fight before Josh Taylor can get his shot. You see what I'm saying? Unless one of these guys drop their title, which is likely not going to happen. Prograis next fighting on July the 14th, and then it's going to be entering the World Boxing Super Series 140-pound tournament that's supposed to start in September, October of 2018 and end around May, June of 2019. And then if Prograis or whoever has this WBC interim championship at the time, the winner of the tournament, will fight Jose Ramirez. You see what I'm saying? So Ramirez is not supposed to be in the tournament, but Josh Taylor, we're still waiting on official. We've been hearing all the rumors and everything. We're still waiting on official confirmation that, he's going to be in the tournament. Career Lock is going to be in the tournament. WBA champion. Troy Novsky is going to be in the tournament. Former, wasn't he IBF or full for the IBF? I forgot. You have Anthony Yidget. And I believe Baranchik is going to be in there too, if I'm correct. Maurice Hooker, I'm not sure on him yet, but they're still filling it out. They're still filling it out. One thing we got to talk about is Viktor Postol and where he's been. Basically, I've noticed over the last 3 years, including this year, he has a tendency on fighting one fight and only in the summer. Which, as you can see right here, remember, he fought Terrence Crawford in 2016, and that was on pay-per-view. And then he fell off the face of the earth. And then came back over a year later, actually 14 months later, and fought this comeback fight over there in the Ukraine. And now, the summer again of this year, what is that, 9 months later, against Josh Taylor. So a lot of people, of course, are going to go ahead and compare Josh Taylor's performance to Terrence Crawford. They fought two different fights, and, you have to give Josh Taylor credit because he fought Viktor Postol at a very young point in his career and fought a very good fight. So I'm not even going to get into, the comparisons of who did what to who. Viktor Postol, by the way, was supposed to fight Regis Prograis, but pulled out of that fight. And I can think that he made more money fighting Josh Taylor than he would have Prograis. But now, he's out. I mean, he could end up, Viktor Postol could still end up on the B side in the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Don't be surprised. But the thing is, why would they want to let him in, if he could possibly run into Josh Taylor again? But then if that was to happen, he would have to beat some credible names in the World Boxing Super Series, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. So right now, as you can see, since Terrence Crawford has left and Mikey Garcia has dropped his 140-pound title that he won from Sergey Lempinets. Remember, that fight with Mikey Garcia versus Sergey Lempinets was for the IBF 140-pound title. That title is now vacant because Mikey Garcia moved back down to 135 to defend his WBC Diamond title or WBC title, whichever one it is, against Robert Easter for the IBF. So will Sergey Lempinets be in the tournament? I don't know. We still have some questions, and that's why we can't really talk about what's going on with Josh Taylor's career, because one thing for sure is if he's not in that tournament, then a lot or a good portion of the 140-pound good talent is going to be in that tournament. You see what I'm saying? So who is he going to fight? Anyway, the sky's the limit now. I like what I see from him. I covered multiple fights of his. Of course, he has some things to work on, but I do like that he stayed calm in there. Those scorecards were outrageous, though. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. All links to my social media right down below in the description box. Please subscribe.